Hello everyone, and welcome to your weekly Ascension reading. May all be well in your world. Let's go ahead and jump in, get the highest and best messages for my viewers. For those of you who are connected on my Instagram account, and just in general, please be aware that there are scammers about, that they will take the name of an account, they will change a few different things, they will copy their work, and then try to solicit scams, basically. So if you see my Instagram, my work, my readings on a page that is not My Soul Tribe Tarot, all one word, with nothing altered, then you know, if there is anything altered in that name, that is a scammer, that is somebody who has copied my work and is trying to pass it off as their own. So if you do encounter that, please report and block that account. Help keep Instagram and the community safe. Thank you so very much. Please keep in mind, I will never directly message you asking you if you would like a reading or promoting any of my services in that way. Okay? Thank you so much for... Sorry, it's annoying I have to share that message, but it is what it is right now. Okay? So let's go ahead and get the highest and best messages for Ascension this week for my viewers. Highest and best messages. Okay, wow. Go ahead and get some Kipper messages, and then we will jump right in. Okay, so starting out, we have the main female and the Ten of Wands. So if this main female is you, this could be you feeling very burdened at this time. You could be a leader in your group, or perhaps there's a main female in your life, and just at this time, she's feeling very burdened with that Ten of Wands energy. But what I appreciate about this Ten of Wands energy is that there are crystals within his crown. So there are these pearls of wisdom, or these experiences that are actually alchemizing into something valuable. For some of you, if you've really gone through quite a bit in your life and you've had these experiences and you've alchemized your pain into your power, or you've alchemized these experiences into wisdom, you could have each one of these crystals, each one of these pearls of wisdom could be a book, or could be some form of a creation here. Okay, that's what I'm kind of getting with the main female. So draw on inspiration from your challenges, draw on inspiration from an appreciation from what shows up for you, even if it is something that is, a bit challenging. I kind of even sense with that Ten of Wands, you're about to have a big release. You're about to release, something that was burdensome for you, or sometimes the Ten of Wands is you're carrying energy that's not yours. So be sure that you're keeping your energy clear, and, remind your friends of that too. If you're sensing they feel weighed down by lower frequencies, or they're just carrying too many energies, remind them of an energy cleansing practice, or share that information with them, maybe your favorite meditation or something, if that's something they're open to assist them with clearing their energy, okay? Because, they may be experiencing, just feeling very weighed down, maybe feeling the weight of the world, or feeling responsible for things that aren't theirs to be responsible for. So that's just a quick message that's coming through there. Next, we have Toil and Labor and the King of Swords. So this could be a masculine energy, okay, that's coming through, where masculine energy is hyper-focused, is what I'm hearing, on work right now. And it makes sense because as you move forward, we have poverty, okay? We have change, and then we have the privileged lady, okay? And we have a new beginning with the Fool. So what is being healed here? Okay, with our masculine energy, whether it's masculines around you or your own inner masculine energy, is working from a place of scarcity, okay? Or working harder, not necessarily smarter. Okay, but there's a change in the way that you work. There's maybe a change in the way that you view your work. Some of you might be making some changes in regards to the type of work that you do, because we do have change. So it could, require some form of travel, okay, or relocation. If you see, there's baggage there as well. So for some of you too, you are just clearing old energies out of your life. You're clearing out, maybe you're donating old items or things like that that have just been weighing down your energy. That could be something else here. Perhaps you're releasing people, places, things, and opportunities that did not see you as your worth, did not see your value here. That's another message that I'm getting with the privileged lady. Keep in mind, it could be privileged man as well. So, you take what resonates for you here. But everybody's working hard this week, okay? Whether it's your, just within your energy and your healing, there's definitely a shift happening within the way that you see yourself, your value, your time, your energy, and the way that you're working here. Okay, the place and what encourages you and inspires you to, what motivates you to work. Okay, maybe in the past it was, maybe you grew up in poverty, or you grew up with a scarcity mindset, or that was just something that was passed down to you. Those statements like money doesn't grow on trees, or just this real lack mindset. Or maybe, there was this lack of love, like a lack of love as a child. But there is this sense of scarcity here that has maybe been driving you without you being clear and aware of it, but you're shifting that, you're changing that into valuing yourself more, perhaps accepting work that values you more. Just coming from a more empowered place. Even if you're manifesting money, or you're manifesting, an up-leveling within your career, instead of focusing on not having enough, focus on, again, what you want to create, but also the good you'll do in the world with that, with that higher level career, or that up-leveled energy, right? Or the freedom it will, bring you, or, focus in that direction, because I feel like if you focus on the past or the scarcity, you're just going to kind of create more of it. And there is really a call for change here, and you're on the cusp of a change, because the change is the number 9. But I do feel like there is definitely a release of old energies, of old baggage. And what's interesting is, with the toil and labor and the poverty card, what came out, these are, younger energies. So this is definitely from childhood, and this is helping you to heal and clear this, so that, again, you're coming from a place of abundance or empowerment rather than a place of scarcity or fear. Okay? And you have a new beginning. So you could have a new opportunity that comes in here. It could involve travel. Again, I just feel like there is this shift, but first it must happen within you, and the way, what motivates you and what you are focusing on. Where is your energy alignment? Okay. Let's get a few more messages. Okay. I've had the King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, there's definitely a new beginning here. And it could involve travel or a journey, because with the Fool, we have the Hermit. So I do feel like it is a wise choice. It could be a decision that, you're making to kind of go off on your own here. But with this King of Swords, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And I feel like you might even be reflecting on the work that maybe you accepted before you truly valued yourself, or, you put those boundaries in place, right? I just feel like value is changing for you. What is valuable, or what is success, is changing for you here. Because the King of Swords has had those experiences, has definitely dealt with disappointment, or, challenging energies here. That's why he's the King of Swords. He's very clear on what he wants to express, his boundaries, his communication. not very emotional, okay? The King of Swords is more intellectual, but like there's definitely this clarity that is showing up here, and this reflection on, hey, I experienced that in this career, I experienced that in this job, and I don't ever want to experience that again, so I'm going to focus my direction on this, or I'm going to make sure I set these boundaries so that, you know, I am valued in, you know, the position that I'm working in, okay? So that's kind of a message that's coming through with the King of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles is a very clear new beginning. So this could be, again, like a new job offer. It's just a valuable opportunity that I feel like you have had to either really work on or work for, is what I'm getting with this Ace of Pentacles offer. And I feel like it's something that brings in, you know, quite a bit of wisdom. Again, it might be a distance away from you. With the Hermit, it might require you to travel. It might be in another location. But it's a new beginning and it's a fresh energy. Okay. Now with the Ten of Wands, we have the King of Cups. So we do have a lot of masculine energy coming through here. So again, the feminine energy might really be supporting the masculine energy this week as well. Or just maybe even overwhelmed by masculine energies at this time, okay? And when I say that, I mean the emotion or the energy that, you know, they're picking up from them, okay? Or even just emotional masculines who, you know, definitely are maybe feeling a bit of overwhelm and lost at sea, needing some assistance, okay? Or needing some guidance with that Ten of Wands, because you do see that there is the, you know, the crystals in the crown there. So there is that value that this feminine has to share. But again, to do so in a way with boundaries so that, you know, you don't drain yourself or somebody is not, you know, being codependent on you or your energy. Okay, so it's all about work and how we're working this week. Very interesting. All right, let's go ahead and get a guidance card for this energy. Between Worlds. Yep. There is leaving the past behind, an old paradigm behind, scarcity behind. You know, for some of you, again, like I said, this has been running through your family or running through your bloodline, and you're healing it and you're clearing it and you're creating these changes. You know, a karmic cycle is when it's action, reaction, without pausing to think, what better choice can I make? What more conscious choice can I make? And here, you know, you're deciding to make a more conscious choice. You're deciding to build a life or focus on what you want to create rather than staying stuck in that karmic cycle, okay? Whether it's relationships, whether it's, you know, your thought patterns, or again, like your patterns with your career. That's just something else that is coming through here. And if you see there's this flamingo, Florida could be significant to some of you, you know, or the tropics, or definitely you could live by water. This opportunity could be by water. But if you see Between Worlds, that flamingo, this is kind of black and white, like represents the old paradigm. But if you see, you know, the present energy into the future energy, there's that beautiful vibrant color as well as the crown. Okay, so I feel like your energy shifting and aligning in a way that makes life more vibrant, and you recognizing again the divinity within you and your value here, and not settling, okay, and not working off of somebody else's old paradigm or way of doing things. You know, it's so interesting how everybody has their specific ways of navigating that work for them. So again, this comes back to you also having that deep connection with yourself, with your higher self and source, to guide you and to trust in yourself and making these best healthy choices and changes for you. We also have the number 3 coming through. So it is you co-creating with spirit, co-creating with source, in a very powerful and beautiful way here, okay? And again, the Ten of Wands is a release, okay? It's letting go of what is no longer serving you. You know, I'm seeing like, it's like a, this looping that was happening, that was just, it was so disappointing and it was so tiring and frustrating. But you are reaching this higher level of consciousness, healing it, and making better choices for yourself here. There's even a celebration. I see there's even streamers in a celebration within that card. Okay, so have patience with yourself. Because again, when we're in the void, when between the two timelines, we can deal with that, you know, resistance and the fear that comes up and the ego and what if this and what if that, rather than just believing in ourselves and, you know, doing the damn thing, right? Instead of talking ourselves out of it, you know, this is the ship leaving the dock. This is you, you know, exploring, you know, your creative waters, your potential. Okay, this is you really expanding, okay, in such a beautiful way. All right, any other messages want to come through right now? Yep, we have here and now. So resist the urge to distract yourself. Resist the urge to go to the past or go too far into the future. Be present. Be present, embrace those mindfulness practices, okay? And if there's a door closed, see how that egg is shut? You know, if there is a door closed at this time, be curious as to why, but don't judge it as, you know, bad or good. You know, there might be something that's not quite in alignment yet. Before you make choices, before you start your day, before, you know, you take action, align your energy first, ground and center and clear your energy first and foremost, okay? Because when you get blocked out of an opportunity, rejection is protection, but also it could be, hey, you're not in alignment with this opportunity yet. Get yourself into alignment, okay? And then this door will open up, okay? But you definitely are asked to be ready for it. Okay, and this could be why there's a lot of baggage and release that's happening here. That's so funny. So she's holding this little banner and it says, "You are here." So if you think about when you're looking at a map, okay, and there's that little indicator and it says, "You are here." And I actually will use that as an affirmation to ground myself into the present moment. I'm like, "You are here. I am here. I have arrived. I am present." So affirmations might also be helpful for you, but do you see how that's just kind of, you know, the energy here is starting to clear, but it's still a bit stormy. Okay, so the way is not clear yet. So clear your energy, trust in the process here, and yeah, definitely trust in the timing of when there is a delay, because it's like it's not yet ready, it's not yet time. So be present and check in with your higher self. And when you have those questions and you're like, what gives? What's this about? Connect with your higher self. Your higher self will guide you. Your higher self will help to calm your ego. Your higher self will come in and bring you clarity, okay? Or say, you know, this opportunity isn't ready just yet. First, we have these other things to align. Or first, it's important that we balance and ground ourselves before we take a step forward, okay? Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get some messages when it comes to love and relationships. We'll start for those of you who are in a loving connection, in a grounded, committed connection. It's healthy and happy for you. Twin flames, okay? Now release titles, listen to the energy, and choose what is healthiest and best for you, okay? We have yin-yang balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. So it feels like for those of you that are, you know, in a healthy commitment here with someone else, you've reached this beautiful equilibrium. You know your strengths. You really balance each other out in a beautiful way. If one of you is like transitioning to another career or another location, I feel like you're working really well to help each other with that. I feel like even when the shadow comes up or the fears come up, like you are really doing a great job of facing and alchemizing those. Your consciousness is rising, and that's what relationships are about. You know, it is about like the alchemy that we create together, how we help each other learn and grow. So for those of you that are in healthy, beautiful commitments, it looks like, you know, with this Ascension reading, you really are finding your footing, your balance. You're working really well together. You're helping each other to evolve and grow. Okay, you could be investing in a house together, or yeah, it definitely could be a house with the Ace of Pentacles, especially if there's a move happening here for a career, but you're really supporting each other here. All right, in a beautiful way, in an interdependent way, not in a codependent way. And I think you're very conscious and aware of where you're both at with your vibration or with your alignment as well. So for those of you that are in separation, can we have a message for those of you that are in separation? Healthy choices. Beautiful. Making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. You're choosing your happiness first and foremost here. With the healthy choices, like you're also, again, connecting so beautifully with your higher self and your body, and listening to, you know, what is best for you, so that you don't give your power away. And you have this complete clarity of, oh, this is for me or this is not for me. Or, you know, let's say you make a choice out of alignment, then your higher self shows you, you know, kind of by the results. You kind of get that sense of, oh, that wasn't in alignment for me. But with healthy choices, one of the beautiful things about separation or having space, I love space, I love creating space, is that it's your time. It's your time to focus on you, right? You are your priority. Now, when you're with someone else, or there's other timelines that are wrapping up and around you, it can become a little bit more challenging to focus on you, right? Or to focus on your ascension. So it's a gift that you have separation, okay? And that you're evolving and growing, because it's allowing you to spread your wings. It's allowing you to transform. It's allowing you to figure out, you know, even if you like recently started a separation, okay? It's allowing you to figure out who you are as you ascend, who you are as a spiritual being, to explore those passions and, you know, your soul here on such a gorgeous level with these healthy choices. And just feeling better, feeling happier. You know, I think it's really simple in many ways, but you're realizing what you resonate with, what you vibrate with, okay? And you're learning that beautiful discernment. So let's see, for those of you who are, let's say, in a situationship. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Well, you're clearing yourself from it, okay? Those of you that are in a situationship where somebody is just stringing you along, or not, you know, they're not making a commitment, they're just somebody who's obviously doesn't share the same vision as you, okay? We have quite a few cards. Well, we have the Runner, okay, which is somebody in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, or listening to the ego. Let me tell you, when you're on your spiritual path, people that just stay in their ego, it's almost like you just don't have time for it. It's just, it can be very boring, especially if you're intuitive and you can see through it. You know, this person is just putting on this facade. You know, it feels like a waste of time. So if somebody runs, let them run, okay? Because that person needs to go through a transformation, and perhaps you as well, because we do have transformation and growth. And we do have, you know, we do have heartbroken coming through, the dragonfly, keys on a ring, the butterfly. So it's just, you're releasing these toxic cycles or patterns that we're repeating. You know, it could be a certain energy we're attracting. It could be not having strong boundaries, or just accepting somebody back who is not for your highest and greatest good. But with the butterfly, with the dragonfly, and with the phoenix, this is all about you spreading your wings and flying, okay? And keep in mind that when you hold on to somebody who's not in alignment with you, it can hold you back, but also it holds them back from their, you know, learning their soul lessons and their progression in their life. So keep that in mind if you're dealing with something that's codependent, or somebody that's just, you know, playing games here, just being very immature. You are evolving and growing. You know, have appreciation for what that shows you, so that you can spread your wings here and align with somebody who is for your highest and greatest good. And, you know, much like those in separation with healthy choices, when you put yourself first and make those healthy choices for you, you will live on a timeline that will attract in energies that are also for your highest and greatest good. So there's definitely some releasing work to do here with energies that are just, you know, I would even say it's a level of consciousness here of somebody who, you know, is just running away from like their own soul work, or they're just, you know, stuck in a very immature pattern or cycle. And you're spreading your wings here, okay? You're evolving, you're growing. There's even some inner child healing. There's just a whole mix coming through here with this situationship energy. So you, of course, listen to your intuition, what is for your highest and greatest good, you know, and when you release what's not for your highest and greatest good, you evolve and grow. Those who are meant to evolve and grow with you will, okay? So even if it's a no right now, you know, this person might have some lessons to learn. That's okay. You know, you just continue on your timeline, and if they're meant to catch up with you, if they're meant to align with you on your timeline, then they will. But do not lower yourself to, you know, keep the peace here or try to keep this person in your life, because with all these wings, you are meant to fly. You are meant to expand. You are meant to grow. You're meant to inspire others, okay? So receive what resonates, release what does not. Okay, and then it's funny because all those cleared out to the left, okay, as if like this energy is clearing out of your life, almost like you're closing a chapter. And then we have heart with the key underneath that, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. So you clear away the nonsense, you clear away the indecisive ones, you clear away that lower consciousness partner. And again, you align with what is for your highest and greatest good. This might, again, require some time on your own here. And then that person will find you, okay? And you'll also have those experiences with those who were not in alignment with you, right? And that will also help guide you here in choosing a partner who is, you know, for your highest and greatest good, who feels in alignment. You know, this heart with the key energy, it almost feels like, because there's just, you know, getting together, perfect, open your heart, meeting the one, okay? And I don't know if I agree with there being just one. I feel like we have many options and opportunities, and that's limitless here, but meeting somebody who it just works, it just feels in alignment with you. It's just, you know, it'll be the opposite of what you've experienced in the past. Okay, it will be the opposite of the indecisive energies or the game playing or the immaturity. It will be the opposite of that. It will be mature, it will be stable, it will, you know, bring peace. I feel like this person also, this energy has done their work, okay, or will be doing their work so that they align with you, okay, so that you build and that kind of have the same vision here. So there will be a drastic difference between the heart with the key versus these other energies, okay? And then for those of you, you know, who are not interested in a relationship at this time, just focused on you and your journey, let's see what we have. Okay, so we have the snake and karmic relationship. So we have you just releasing energies that were not serving your highest and greatest good. So you're just cleansing your life, okay, with this. You're aware also, you might be reflecting on sort of, you know, karmic patterns or any sort of karmic patterns that were keeping you stuck. You're learning your lessons, you're letting go, loving yourself. And with the snake energy, you know, it's these low frequency energies that you're just no longer going to be paying any attention to, okay? So for instance, the narrative of the karmic is a narrative that needs to go away, because it just creates more wounding, more collective wounding than it does healing, okay? Now, I'm not saying just to invite in and have no boundaries and trust people that betrayed you. That's not what I'm saying. But when we sit here and point our finger and say, this isn't happening because it's this person's fault, that is immature, that is low vibrational, and that is not taking accountability or responsibility for yourself and your energy. So the higher you ascend, the less you resonate with labels, okay? And I feel like that might be something that you're also realizing as well. You're also seeing very clearly, you know, karmic patterns in your life, as well as people that are just not in alignment with you anymore. You're seeing through people, basically, is what I'm getting here. Protect your energy, listen to your intuition, trust your intuition, but you're freeing yourself from karmic cycles, and that's going to help you to evolve, you know, grow and ascend here as well. So you might be doing some deep shadow work, okay? All right, let's get let's go ahead and get some guidance here. When it comes to love and relationships, we have the observer. Okay, so this is sitting back and observing other people's behavior, and this goes across all of this. This is observing your behavior and the behavior of others. So those of you in, you know, these healthy, beautiful connections and relationships, you know, you're observing and learning and growing from each other, rather than, again, completing, or not completing, but continuing the karmic cycles of action reaction, right? You're learning, evolving, and growing. You're observing your behavior and their behavior, becoming more conscious of your relationship and of your part in the relationship and their part in the relationship. Then those of you making healthy choices, you're observing like how much better your life is improving, how your energy, you know, how you're vibrating at a higher frequency, how you feel better, how obstacles are clearing out of the way because you align your energy first, how your body is responding to you because the love that you're giving it, and the highest and best choices that you're making for yourself here, and how appreciative, you know, your body is to that, how appreciative your mind is, how appreciative your soul is, okay? Because you're just becoming best friends with yourself. You're really creating a beautiful bond and communication and connection with your higher self with the healthy choices, okay? You're also inspiring others who are observing you, okay? Then with the heart with the key, and again, you had this whole mess, you know, exiting the picture. But with the heart with the key, observer, you know, if you're dating after clearing out karmic patterns, right, and energies that just were not serving your highest and greatest good, that were just like lessons, now you're just observing higher level energies. Now you might be observing, you know, your friends' relationships and relationships that, you know, you really connect with or admire. You're observing better behavior. You know, you see this fox is looking up, and you're also taking time to decide who you want to invest in and what you want to invest in, okay? Because that fox is sitting on that egg there, and you're listening to your intuition, okay? And if you're out dating, after clearing out, you know, a situationship energy that was just not serving your highest and greatest good, and you're at this point where you're dating, you're closely observing others. You're taking note of any red flags or anything that just doesn't align with you or sit well with you, right? And there's certain behaviors too that I feel like you are looking for, that you have within yourself, as far as the type of relationship that you want to have, the healthy behaviors, the green flags that say, yes, that's somebody that maybe I want to go on another date with, or yes, you know, this does feel like it's moving in the right direction. So observing is all about listening to your clairabilities, you know, your clairsentience, how your body is responding to the energies around you. It's all about building this beautiful bond and connection with your higher self and making the best choices for yourself, okay? And then with the snake and the karmic relationship, for those of you who are not interested in being in a relationship at this time, you know, you're observing others, you're sitting back and observing others, and then you can see through their agendas. You can see things very clearly here, and you can trust in your intuition and your instincts. And, you know, with that King of Swords energy as well, I feel like you will have no problem cutting out anything that is not for your highest and greatest good, that's not helping to evolve and grow, or anything that is toxic, whether that's your own behaviors and patterns that, you know, you are saying, nope, I'm not doing that anymore, right? Or, you know, certain people that just are maybe stuck in a karmic cycle and creating frustration, or you feel in some way have just, you know, not been benefiting you in your life. So there is quite a bit of observing that's happening this week, a lot of change that's happening this week. So definitely with the here and now as well with the observer, this is such a week full of value as far as observing and learning from others and observing and learning from ourselves. Okay? So maybe you'll be making notes this week. Maybe you will be journaling a lot this week. I definitely recommend having those meditation practices or those mindfulness practices that pull you back into, your center. But this is really a powerful week. So again, receive what resonates, release what does not. Thank you so much for joining me. Take the best care, and I will see you soon.